What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. Today I'm gonna share my personal experience about marriage-based green card interview here in United States. So please stick around and let's get started. Alright, so my case was slightly different than other case video you see it on YouTube. Those are changing your status from fiance visa to a green card or from work permit to green card. The reason mine was different because I changed my status from visitor visa to permanent residence. Okay, a little information about ourselves. So myself, I'm from state called Punjab in India, and my wife is from Michigan. She's a US citizen. Both of us been living together in abroad, different country for quite a long time. Alright, let's talk about application now. So I submitted my application October 22nd last year, 2018. And after 1 month I submitted my application, I got biometric appointment notice. So I had to go to the nearest application support center to get my biometric done, which is fingerprinting and picture taking. And then month and week after I got my biometric done, I got green card interview notice. Green card interview date was set on February 27, which was recently. So I was quite surprised because it was just over 4 months since I submitted my application. So it was a good surprise. So for the interview, they in the interview appointment notice they will ask you to bring a certain thing along with your original document and a medical exam. So I had to go to the immigration certified clinic to get my medical done. In the medical, they will take your blood test for TB and all the other diseases if you have any. They will check your blood pressure, they will check your urine, and the vaccine record. Just so you know, unless you have that. Um, I didn't have none of those done, so I had to do it to complete full exam, and I end up paying around 800 to 900. I'm sure some of you guys can find a little cheaper, but I didn't have much option up here. Now, before we move to the interview part, I just want to talk real quick about EAD and Advance Pro. EAD is employment authorization document which allow you to work legally in United States, and Advance Parole is travel document which allow you to travel outside of the United States while your case is pending. Now most of the cases you get those two document or one combo document before the green card interview. Somehow I didn't get that in my case, which I believe because of my interview on time was earlier than usual. Again, it was only little over 4 months since I submitted my actual application. Usually interview doesn't happen until 6 months after you submitted the file, or even longer. Sometimes it takes a year, depends state to state. So my took only 4 months, and I think they didn't feel like giving me that since they know like they scheduled my interview early, which was good. Now let's talk about interview part. Let's talk about interview now. So my interview appointment was on February 27, 2019 at 2 o'clock in Detroit, Michigan. We got there at 1:30, just 30 minutes before the interview. And then we went to the main building where they have a security checkpoint right on the front. So we had to go through security, which was pretty similar like airport security. And at the security checkpoint, they will ask you about your ID and interview appointment notice. And then after the security, they pointed us to the check-in counter. So we went to the check-in counter. The check-in counter, they asked the same stuff ID and interview appointment notice, so they can find out if we actually have an interview today. Once they found out, he pointed us to go to the waiting room where officer will call you. So we went to the waiting room, and we just wait there until the officer came. However, even though it says 2 o'clock interview, officer didn't call us almost 45 minutes later. We thought it probably it's because of there were many people, so very busy. So yeah, around 2:45, the officer came. I forgot the name of the officer. He was really nice guy. We said hi, and then we walked to his office. So we got to his office. Before we sat down, the very first thing we did was the oath to make sure we tell everything true to him. And then we sat down. He opened up my file, start matching names, birth dates, address, phone number, and stuff like that to make sure everything is correct. And then after that, he asked for where we live. So we live with our family. We had a letter signed from our family. We showed that letter to him, and he kept the letter. And then he asked if we have a joint account for the bank. We didn't have a joint bank account because I didn't have my EAD, so I wasn't able to open up the joint bank account. However, I was the authorized user for my wife's bank account that she already have one. So we had a letter printed from bank. We showed that letter to him along with the regular transactions, the bank statements at the back, so he can see like we actually using. And he kept that letter, and then he asked about my medical exam report. So I showed him my medical exam report. It has to be sealed. Make sure you don't open up. And he opened up the sealed medical report, and he started looking through the report to make sure I don't have any problem in my body or in me. Thankfully, I didn't. He said you are good with the medical conditions and you don't have any problem. And then he went back to my file again, into that section where they ask you crime related questions. So he went through all of them again, and once I got those clear, he asked for the fingerprinting to make sure nobody looking for me. So I did the fingerprinting at his office. He checked in the system, so that was clear, and pretty much right after that, we were done. He signed the document. I think I had to sign the document too. I'm not fully sure. I don't fully remember. And he said you are eligible for getting unconditional green card, which means there's no condition on it. Like usually, if you are under 2 years married, they give you like 2-year green card, and then after that 3-year green card, and then 10-year green card. Mine was unconditional, so I got 10-year valid green card. That doesn't mean after 10 years I wouldn't be a permanent resident. You know, you can renew your card again, just like a driving license. So yeah, since we were married more than 2 years, so I was eligible to get unconditional green card, and that's it. And then he walked us out, and there you go, there you have it. So that was a great experience. So the officer was really nice. We were nervous before we went to his office, before we met him. Everybody's nervous, you know, it's a serious thing. But when we met him, when we were in his office, he was a very friendly guy. He, like, you know, you feel those vibes and they're like welcoming you. So that's when we feel comfortable. Yes, so shout out to that officer, really nice person. And yeah, so got my green card. um, so interview was about 20-minute long, I would say. Not because it was like questioning. He was questioning for 20 minutes. Like, like I said, he was going through the procedure and stuff like that. To be honest, those 20 minutes felt like only 5 minutes. Yeah, it it just feel like maybe maximum 10 minutes, even though it was 20 minutes. Um, yeah, so got my card and got my socials. Card took like less than 10 days, or maybe 9 or 10 days for deliver, and then I applied my social. That came in within 10 days. Now just regular residents. And welcome to United States. Hopefully that video was helpful for you guys. If you have any question, feel free to ask. Just type it in comment box. I'm new on YouTube, so please show your support and love. Subscribe my channel and give a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Take care.